Morning. It's 6:18 a.m. Still haven't slept. I may go for a nap later, obviously, but I'm pooped, and I have officially, quote unquote, planned the essay. So I've learned my lesson. This is the last time I'm doing this, guys. I mean, I still have an essay due next Wednesday, but not today. Obviously tomorrow and the next day's coming. I'll probably work on it for a few hours a day. So when it gets to hand-in time, I won't be like this, like writing it up 5.5 hours before the ideal submission time is. So anyway, hello. Yeah, what happened is I started planning it on this, right? And I got bits and bobs of ideas from like textbook and stuff like that, but I was like, this doesn't make sense. And I was doing this, like going through this bit. I don't know how to do this. Have I just completely messed up my plan? 1 minute. I think. See, I don't know which order I wrote these things in, because they're all a pencil. Anyway, so I watched a few tutorials. I mean, I sped a flick through them, and I got a lot more information, to say the least. So I've come up with a plan, and basically the way I do plans is I have my headings. Like, usually I do my paragraph headings, but because I want multiple paragraphs, I mean, they don't make sense because I'm tired, and this essay, I'm going to look back at it in the future and like, what on earth, Victoria, were you writing? Thank you. I just hope I get like at least a 2-1, so a 70 or more is what I'm hoping for. I think it's 70 to 84 is a 2-1, and then 85 is a first, so 69, 70. I've seen some people who've got 90 for this, so, and my tutor's quite a generous person, but I don't think she'll be that generous. So yeah, so basically I've watched a bunch of tutorials, and there's one of them which I've attended a few tutorials by her. I don't think it was DD100, maybe DD100 or DD102, I can't remember, but she explains things really, really well. And so I watched her tutorial, because they record tutorials now. I mean, they've already have done, I think, all the pandemic and stuff. And she talked about a lot of stuff, and so I decided to bring that stuff into the essay. So here's my lovely essay title, because I could talk about this, because yeah. Anyway, basically, I think I told you this. Anyway, the essay title is "What affects how long children will wait for on the Stanford marshmallow experiment?" Simple title, 2,000 words. Now, if you didn't have a guide, you'd be like, what do I do? And as someone who hasn't read the study readings for the week, I'm a bit screwed. And basically, they have, like, last year they didn't have a guide of how you could put the essay together. This year they did. And basically, the guide was introduction, describe the experiments, connection 1, connection 2, conclusion. And it was okay. Like, describe the experiment, it's easy to do, but the 2 connections were quite difficult. I don't even know what I'm on right now. So I've decided, I've watched the tutorials, and then I made notes. So I did notes here, and then obviously notes on the back too. Obviously Mr. Spix's conclusion. And basically I've written down what she said, and then stuff like that. So, and then I've looked through that, and I picked up points I want to talk about. So all these may be in the same paragraph, they may be in different paragraphs. It just depends, really. But like, you got the introduction, I'm explaining the original experiment, that's going to be 1 paragraph. Second, describe the newer one, which is a redo. The new one has different, what are they called? Conditions, there we go. I think it's conditions, I can't remember. basically PE teacher, and he basically explained that, and then the questions for next year will be completely different. So, I mean, if you want to find this event, you gotta watch all my vlogs back, so probably won't want to know that. And then he says talk in the actual assignment notes. He says talk about inhibition. I was like, what is inhibition? Figured out what it was. And then experiments to do with it. Studies have been done to explore it. I don't know. A not B error. I don't know. So I'm gonna leave that out because I don't want to deal with that. As long as I pass. And then how does it relate to the experiment? So I've just talked about, like, obviously I put, because I'm trying to link everything together, because last few modules have been really bad at linking things, so I'm trying to link how does this relate to the previous point, and so on and so on and so on, so it's not different points that kind of related but they don't link to the previous one. But yeah, so you do how does it relate, and then I can't go into too much detail because I'll end up giving you my answer. But basically, it's to do with, like, brain development and stuff like that. If you know what inhibition is, you know it's to do with brain development and stuff like that. And basically, kids have I don't know, less of it, less inhibitant. I don't know what the words are. They fail to inhibit a lot of stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, trying to stop, I don't know. I just... Writing a PVC estate, or the last month's date, something like that. We've all done it, especially the new year. That's what we've done. I still sometimes write 2021 sometimes. That's what it means. Oh, what does the textbook say? Thank you. Let me just... start that again. Putting milk into someone's tea or coffee that doesn't take milk. Something like that. Slip of the mind moments, really. Well, they call slips of action.